My friends, in my 203-day CAD models in FreeCAD series, today I'll be working on exercise 175, which at first glance looks different than what it is given in the cross section. And looking at the cross section, my first thought is this is an impossible object, but maybe not so impossible. So we will see if I can build this model as specified in this technical drawing, and I will be using this top view to start with, and then later on we will see why I thought it was wrongly represented on this technical drawing. So very simply, I want to start with this upper pad and then use that to actually build this whole thing. And let's go ahead, bring in the axis cross and then relocate the image at the center of this center hole, and then take the axis cross away by pressing AC on the keyboard altogether. And now we are ready to draw on XY plane. And if you are using this newer version of FreeCAD, you will see this part workbench has this new sketch button, so which is great. I love this. I used to have it on my shortcut toolbar, but now it's built in part workbench, which makes sense. All right, so I want to build this sketch, so I'll be reusing this sketch several times, 2 or 3 more times. I'm gonna go ahead and build it with keeping the inner side in my mind. So this is, in my opinion, it's a modified slot. The center part is kind of fattened up, and maybe I can actually build this as a pointer and then make a fillet here, right? Yeah, I can make a fillet. Yeah, that only makes it easier. All right, now let's go ahead and apply some constraints. So this is 20 and this is 10. This is 10 and this is 20, right? And then I'll make these two equal with hitting E on the keyboard, and these two equal. Okay, and then we'll have to make these two equal, and finally we will just apply some tangency around the object. And then maybe I will make these symmetric by the origin and apply some dimension to there. Very simple. So we got this sketch. I'm gonna go ahead and say master. I want to use that at least 3 times. First of all, this is what we have for the top, right? I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on to a Z plane, right? And copy it 3 times. We'll see how many times we can use it. First thing first, I want to take this image at a better location, so I want to use it here. So this is going to be a 10mm pad upward. Okay, we got that. So that part is taken care of. The next one, I want to take this sketch and let's bring it downward. So from where it is, it will come back 30mm down. Okay, on the placement, go to the Z and say -30. It's right here now. And on that one, I don't see any holes at the bottom, so what I will do is I'll get in there and maybe take these 3 and or delete it or just make them construction geometry. I don't want to delete it. I don't know which constraint will be, you know, deleted that time, so I just made them construction geometry. They are not visible anymore. Now I can go ahead and make a 10mm pad. So we got that bottom one, and now so there are these 3 cylinders that I'll have to build. I can use this sketch, bring it down 20mm, right? So say -20, and on this one I want to get in and actually take the outside edge. So double click on one of the edges after selection, and that will select the whole thing, and hit me construction geometry. So that's GN, G as in God, and so that's a shortcut to make things construction geometry back and forth. Right, so now we have only the cylinders. I'm going to go ahead and extrude that for 20mm. Now all you have to worry is about these 3 colors on top. So how can I build that? Maybe I take this, right, and or I'll just use this sketch. Okay, so this is the one with the cylinders. Let's copy it and paste it, and now I want to bring it up. So this is, I think it will be 10. So that places it right here. Get in there, and okay, let's get those dimensions. So this outside is 15mm diameter, and this is 31.3mm. I want to draw, so this is going to be 31.3, and there will be 15mm, and there will be a, this is going to be equal to that. All right, so that's simple. Now I can go ahead and extrude this one for 3mm, and that's our object. Frankly speaking, this is our object. So I can go ahead and put everything together and say this is exercise 175 finished. So this is, we build up to the spec, up to what it asks in the technical drawing. So it's not an impossible object, but what I think is maybe it was misrepresented in the technical drawing. To explain me a little bit better, let's go ahead and delete that fusion. So bring those individual units, and I'm going to go ahead and make these two one piece. So lower part, and say lower part, and then take these two, make them one piece, and make it upper slide. Right, now I want to get into the new assembly workbench and create an assembly, and in here I want to, so now this is the active part, right? So if it is not highlighted, double click on it, so that will make it highlighted, active part. Now I want to add component. I'm going to go ahead and make these two hidden. Right, so add a component here. I want to add the lower part and fix it in place, and then I want to add the upper slide in there. Right, let's leave it there. And now, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hide this constraint. Take this inner surface and take this outer surface, and come here, it says revolute joint. So this will, so it will say allows rotation around single axis. No, that's not what we're looking. We're looking for a cylindrical joint, right? So I want to add it right there. If it doesn't look like this, maybe click on this button, say reverse the direction, and that will kind of flip or flop. This is still new to me, this assembly workbench, but I think I can do at least this part in here without further analysis. All right, so as you can see, now this is moving just like this because it's a cylindrical joint. It's going up and down as well as it's rotating. So let's take this and do another or maybe slider joint, right? So we can make it just like this, and I want to apply some limit. Someone say length would be minimum 0 and maximum 20. Does that? Okay, because the shaft length was 20. All right, now, all right, it took it the wrong way. Maybe I want to take those limits the other way. Yeah, let's take those limits off. Let's keep it simple. So what it does is now it's moving up and down. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and make this slider joint as well. Right, so now it won't throw it off. So this is what actually it is. So in the technical drawing, maybe the author envisioned this is as a sliding part up and down, and that's why the author kind of placed it right here and took the drawing. So this part is kind of hollow, this is solid, but that doesn't make sense unless this is what it is. Actually, it's a sliding part going up and down, kind of like a piston. Oh yeah, this assembly workbench is kind of, I'll have to figure things out. Maybe there needs a couple more restrictions or joints here. But so that this explains in my mind why the technical drawing looked weird, but this is what it is, a piston sliding up and down. All right, I hope that explains. If the question arose in your mind, I hope that explains why the technical drawing looks weird. If that question didn't come up in your mind, I am sorry to take up a couple minutes of your life, but thank you nevertheless. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, comment or suggestion about this video, please let them know in the comment section below, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time.